on sunrise, triple-digit temperatures hammer the metro area. But that doesn't stop people from getting out to big events or running hood to coast. But the heat made things very tough for firefighters who had a very busy day Friday. Your news starts now. Good morning, and thanks for getting up with us on this Saturday morning. I'm Libby Dowsett. We have a weather impact alert this morning, so let's get right to Corey Johnson with the latest.
That's exactly right, Libby. It is going to be very toasty out today and over the next few days because we are weather impact alert for extreme heat. I want to give you an idea of where we're seeing those watches and advisories right now. The valley underneath that heat warning until Tuesday afternoon and into the evening. That's including Portland, Longview, Kelso, Salem, Eugene. So really all of the valleys underneath that oppressive heat. Yesterday, we did hit a record triple digits, 102 degrees at PDX, the first time we've done that all year. Other areas under a heat advisory until Tuesday morning as well. Mount Hood, Mount Jefferson, Madras, portions near the coast, Tillamook, Newport as well. And so your temperatures right now starting off a little on the warmer side this morning, 67 in Portland, 63 in Salem, 58 in the Dalles, but it is going to rapidly heat up as we get into the afternoon. A live picture from our Rose City camera. Sunrise set to happen pretty soon. Looking really beautiful start to the day. Not going to see much in the way of cloud cover, 67 degrees there. Our Chehalem tasting room camera, you can see just a little bit of clouds overhead in Sherwood, but those should clear up for us as we get into the later part of the morning. 64 degrees for us out there. And then in the Dalles, a beautiful picture on our Saturday morning, 58 degrees for us if you're headed east of the gorge. A look at your coast forecast. A high of 74 is expected near the coast, 81 in Astoria for us today. And your 3-day forecast gonna be hot for us over the next several days. We'll continue to break everything down. Those extreme temperatures coming up in your hour-by-hour forecast.
Corey, thank you. Multnomah County has declared a state of emergency through Monday morning, which means cooling shelters are now open. St. Stephen's in Southwest Portland is one of the shelters that stayed open all night to help people stay cool. Many organizations are also reaching out to those in need, including Blanchet House, which set up a misting tent downtown and handed out water.
But it's really important to get that water on you and cool, to have a place to cool down and drink water.
When you get such drastic temperatures from the night to the day, it does take a lot out of you, and this is such a great reprieve to have.
On top of emergency cooling centers, there are more than 70 designated spaces across Portland that people can go to cool off, including libraries, community centers, and malls. We have a list of those resources on KGW.com. You can just text the word HEAT to the number on your screen, 503-226-5088, and we will text you back with a link to that list and other helpful information. Meantime, Pacific Power is asking customers to reduce energy during the hottest times of the day to help with strain on the electrical grid. They're asking everyone to limit the use of appliances like dishwashers, dryers, and ovens to early morning or later at night. Also worth noting, during a heat wave, utility companies in Oregon cannot shut off your power even if you haven't paid your bill. That's thanks to a new rule put in place earlier this summer. There's no stopping the mother of all relays and Vancouver's Wine and Jazz Fest. The big outdoor events have continued as planned during the heat, with some changes to help people cope with the extreme weather. Catherine Cook looks at some of this weekend's big adventures.
At Esther Short Park, the sounds of Vancouver's Wine and Jazz Fest riffed off sweltering heat. The crowd, albeit a modest one, was into it, resolved to rally with a game plan.
Definitely hydrate with the water and then enjoy a little bit of the wine.
Saltha Barris didn't hesitate to come out, despite earlier temps of 102.
I actually like the heat. It's a little hot, mind you, but it's summer and we don't get a lot of it. So I gotta be outside and enjoy it as much as I can.
Festival organizers set up extra water stations and urged guests to use them.
We always tell people you're your own best judge of how you do in the heat.
Trying not to dance too much because we tend to be dancers.
From dancing in the grass to a slightly more physical endeavor.
3, 2, 1, away they go!
From the top of Mount Hood en route to Seaside, there was this hot mess in the middle. 19,000 Hood to Coast runners pressed on.
It's a hot one. Can't believe these guys are running.
This exchange point in Sandy, fortified with extra ice and water for those who managed to reach it.
It's pretty brutal. But everybody's been really kind, like sprinklers and waters, and if it wasn't for other people, I don't think I could have finished.
Back in Vancouver, suddenly this feels a lot cooler. A balmy night under shady trees and cool jazz, with a weekend more of all of it to come.
And stick with KGW throughout the weekend for updates on the extreme heat and our weather impact alert. You can watch the latest forecast anytime on KGW.com or our free TV app, KGW Plus. Fire crews have been busy across the Portland metro area, battling flames in triple-digit temperatures. In Gresham, dozens of fire units spent hours working to put out this fire in a tire warehouse near Northeast Halsey and 192nd. Fire commanders say conditions made it difficult to tackle, so they brought in extra crews to rotate teams through.
We are trying to make sure that they're staying hydrated, that they're not in their kits for too long. We are swapping folks through, and we just want to make sure that safety is the #1 priority while we're combating this fire. We want to make sure that our firefighters are safe in there as well.
Some firefighters stayed at the scene monitoring for hot spots. Investigators are also looking into the cause. Not far away on I-84 in East Portland, this fire, which burned an RV. The fire completely shut down westbound travel for nearly 2 hours during the evening commute. The cleanup stretched well into the night, firefighters tell us. The RV caught fire on the road and kept burning because of fuel leaking from its tanks. Crews also had trouble getting enough water on the fire. The first 3 engines emptied their tanks and needed more, so a crew had to run back and forth. A KGW viewer sent us this photo of the burned out RV when traffic was finally allowed to pass. No word on what sparked that fire or if anyone was injured. A wildfire burning in central Oregon continues to grow, and so do the evacuation zones. The state fire marshal's office has also activated task forces from around the state to come help fight the flames. And this is the flat fire burning southwest of Lake Billy Chinook and northeast of Sisters. Evacuations are in place in both Jefferson and Deschutes counties, with more than 1,000 people under level 3 go now orders. The fire, which broke out Thursday, has grown to 3,300 acres. Here's an update on the fire's behavior from Friday afternoon.
It's moving south, pushed by a north wind, and that wind in that canyon is really tough ground to get into. And then it's slowly backing on the other side. It's slowly backing into the wind and moving its way up towards the Deschutes River Canyon.
Firefighters, that is, from Multnomah and Washington counties are now among those helping in that fight. In Vancouver, Evergreen Public Schools is delaying the start of the school year by 1 week after support staff voted to strike. District leaders say the delay gives them more time to negotiate with the union, which represents para-educators, bus drivers, and others. The union president told us she apologizes for the uncertainty for parents and hopes they can reach a deal in the next mediation session on Monday.
I'm hoping we can reach an agreement. We really want to go back to work, but we can't do that without a fair contract.
Regardless of the outcome next Monday, school is now scheduled to start September 2nd. Due to road work, a part of Southwest 4th Avenue in downtown Portland will be closed through the weekend. Crews will be repaving the street between Taylor and Alder. The closure is scheduled to reopen by 5 Monday morning. New concrete traffic separators are also going in along that stretch.